Welcome to another episode of the Nashville Dads. This week we have on John Jaigelo. We talk about things like how he ended up in Nashville and the chaos of having 3 kids. You know, like trying to get kids out the door for school, the cute things your kids say, cooking, and also trying to watch movies or any television whenever you're married and have 3 kids. Most importantly this episode, though, is we discuss Chicago sports and the joy of trying to get your kids to like a sports team for a city that they've never lived in. We hope you enjoy the episode.
Yeah, living up in Hendersonville. I mean, we used to live in Inglewood when me and my wife were dating, and then after we got married, got a house.
Yeah.
The year later, got pregnant, and then now we're here. We are with 3 kids, and we're just like,
Yep.
We're running out of room.
Yep.
Like I used to have an office, and then we had that 3rd kid.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm currently sitting at our dining room table doing this.
I mean, it's hard, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's not, to me, I'm more like not even about like the finances of having 3 kids. It's more to me, it's like, how do you have enough space? Like, how do you, like, I don't know how, like I am one of 3 and I shared a room with my brother until he went off to college. And then then also you're like, one of your youngest kid is begging for the oldest one just to leave or be like, so when are you leaving? You are going to college, right? It's out of state, right? You're not going to.
Yeah, for sure.
No. So yeah, it's, yeah, having enough space, just everyone to be like, here's your zone. Because whenever your kids start fighting, you're like, okay, where do I put you? And it's like, I don't know where to put you. So
yeah, we used to have, I mean, it was an office / playroom, and then we had the 3rd kid, and now because we have a 4-bedroom house.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like, so now he's got the 3rd bedroom, and now all the toys are out in the living room, and some in the dining room because of the stuff for him, like his jumper and stuff.
Yep.
Then we had to get literally a separate pantry from like Lowe's for all the kids' foods, like snacks, pouches for days. I mean,
oh, dude, it's I feel like pouches are such a godsend, though. Like my parents will very much always be like, we didn't have this didn't exist whenever we were raising you kids. We had to do this ourselves. We had to puree it. We had to find the bags. We had to do all this. Now you go out and spend $1 on a pouch of applesauce. I'm jealous.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, literally, Blakely, the 2-year-old, she's still awake, so you'll probably hear her over this.
Nice.
But she was like, I want a pouch. I'm like, okay, here,
that's
take
fine.
a pouch and go lay down.
Yep. There's so many worse things you can eat. This is fine.
Yeah, exactly. Just as long as she doesn't get it everywhere.
Yeah. I love the, we'll do like the yogurt drinks and stuff like that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And like, I always have such confidence that they won't spill them. I don't know why.
Oh my gosh.
I know they do. Yeah. They do like every single time you move the car seat in the back seat. You're like, oh, is that half a container of yogurt just under? That's what that smell was. That's what this smell was this entire time.
Yeah, we've learned that out pretty quick. Where we're like, all right, no what they call yogurt smoothies.
Yes.
And they're just like, or as one of them says, like yogurt smoothies. Or just like, she's just like, she'll drink those, and then I'm like, even in the house, sit at the table when you drink this. But then she is exactly me, where I was when I was a kid. I ate on the run.
Yeah,
and she's eating on the run, so she's just like,
I think it's hilarious because like I am a messy person. Like I'm not a neat person. I'm more clean up so that other people don't trip and break their neck, and I'm like liable for it, you know. And then you have children, and you're like, oh, I am not as messy of a person.
Oh no, man, that's the same with like, before we had kids, like the house, we were trying to keep it clean and everything, and when you're single and you see people's houses, you're like, oh man, you're just a mess. And then you're like, yep, that's my house now.
Pretty much. Yep.
There's always toys or left. Hey, found a Cheerio.
Yeah. Or like our kids like to eat oatmeal, and we'll usually do oatmeal like with like Nutella and like peanut butter in it or something like that.
Yeah.
And I have to like track where the bowl is the entire journey of them eating it, because the second I go leave the room to do something else, like wash my hands, you know, like literally anything. I come back and I'm like, where'd your oatmeal go? And all 3 kids look at me and go, I don't know. And you're like, this This is a weird. What are you guys like angling for something? Like, are you holding the oatmeal hostage underneath like a pillow? Like, what's going on
Oh
here?
my gosh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the same. I mean, they're the two. They're just like, nope, wasn't me.
Well,
Nope,
let
I didn't
me,
do it.
let me. And then you're like, I'm actually not trying to assign blame here. I'm just trying to get to the root of what the heck happened, so it doesn't get worse.
And I don't want ants in the house.
Exactly. Do you? I know you're from Chicago area. Did you
Yeah.
guys have to give up your guest room for like whenever your parents come and visit and everything once you had the third kid?
Yeah, so that definitely was a little
Yep.
tough because it's
Yep.
just like, oh, hey, yeah, you guys can just stay in here. And then it's just like, all right, now you guys can stay in a hotel or something.
Yep.
Or, yeah, my mom came down. When did she come down? She came down like maybe a few months ago and like she just slept on our couch. We've got
Yep.
like this huge sectional that
Yep.
we found on like Facebook Marketplace. Man, Facebook Marketplace is, I mean, I'm sure your
Yeah.
wife does it too.
No,
Like,
she does.
oh, hey, I
Yes.
found this. Are you
Yeah.
going to be over here today?
And then you're like, you know that like this is a multiple trip thing in our car, right? Like we have like the third row
Yeah.
SUV, and I was like, okay, so I can get this. You found a great deal. I'm very appreciative of what you did. However, I have to take all three car seats out of the middle of the car, put on all the seats. Are you around to watch the kids while I do that? Because I can't just
Yeah.
go do that casually. So
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, thankfully we're good. We're good on furniture now, but yeah, it's been like, oh, hey, if you need this or that, but
yeah.
yeah, you know, Nashville pretty well. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we live up in Hendersonville and we found this because we've been looking for like this, a little bit bigger sectional
Mm-hmm.
just because of the one we had, which is old and everything. We
Yeah.
want a little bit bigger one. Ended up being down in Spring Hill
No, that's a good
like
hour and
this
a half.
dude. Like, yeah, there was a car accident on
Yeah,
65 too, and I was in like this U-Haul. I mean, it's worth it, man. I mean, that thing
it
is so
is.
comfy. Like, it's got like uh, like I could see it right now, but can't think of the name.
Like a
Like there's like
chase.
an ottoman. Well,
Yeah.
there's a chase on one side, and there's an ottoman, and then yeah, it's just like a big L with the chase on the side. So
Yep.
and I have a big family. I mean, I'm one of two, but like I come from my mom is one of seven or eight,
Oh,
and I think
okay.
and
Okay.
I have got, what's it, like 20 cousins?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. So the first time I took my wife to Thanksgiving up
Oh
there when we
man.
first started dating, I think she called her mom in like the bathroom, like, oh my gosh, I can't
There's
keep up.
so many of them.
Yeah. Thankfully, my brother-in-law, my sister's husband,
Mhm.
kind of like talked to her and was like, yeah, I still don't know everybody either.
So when someone says that they have like seven siblings, I always want to ask, like, is it Mormon or Catholic? Like, which religious denomination is it? Because I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like it's got to be, I'm assuming Catholic.
Yeah, my mom was Catholic,
Yeah.
so and my grandma on that side, I think I don't know, she might have been first generation
Yeah.
from Ireland. I think so my great grandparents, I think, were from Ireland, and then she was born in New York.
Yeah.
And then they moved to Chicago. But
The,
yeah, and they lived in a house probably smaller than my house, and they
mm-hmm.
had 7 kids.
Yep.
I mean,
With like half a
like
bathroom.
how in the world did you guys do this?
I don't know. Because there wasn't another option. That's probably how.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even like our house here, this house was built in the 50s,
Mm-hmm.
and they added an addition, and our bedroom was the old garage,
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
which is nice for the room, but they didn't insulate it properly.
No, the
So
heating
like,
and cooling on those is always like a horrible,
oh my
horrible
gosh.
thing.
And yeah, our AC unit's on the other side of the house and
Yep.
everything. So it's like, yeah, it's not good. It's like their bedrooms are freezing and our room is just like
A
cold enough.
sauna. Yep.
Yeah. Or yeah, just sauna still. It's just terrible.
Yes.
The amount of things, just literally like brushing my daughter's teeth today. I mean, she's like, this tastes funny. And I was like, what? She's like, the toothbrush. I was like, what does it taste like? And I was thinking like, she was like, because we got a new course. I've obviously listened to a few episodes so
Mhm.
far and everything. And she has Bluey toothpaste.
Of course.
I was like, oh, like what's the toothpaste taste like? And she's like, tastes like a toothbrush. I'm like, okay, cool.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Have you
That makes sense.
have you done the where you accidentally put your toothpaste? I feel like every bathroom in our house has toothbrushes in it, and I have no idea why. But for some reason, there's always a moment when your kid is like, "I need to brush my teeth." And you're like, "Why haven't you brushed your teeth yet? Here's the toothbrush. Go."
Yeah,
And I have more times than I should admit put our toothpaste on their toothbrush instead, which is, like the mint flavored Sensodyne
yeah,
sensitivity. I'm almost 40. My teeth hurt, it's toothpaste. And they're
yeah.
like gagging on it. I'm like, just brush your damn teeth. I don't care. And then I'm like, oh, I'm the problem. I'm the problem in this
Yeah.
scenario.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Now that I don't think I think maybe when we've been on vacation we've done that, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's too spicy," and I'm like,
Spicy, yes.
"No, it's minty."
The
But yeah,
word
yeah.
the
Oh my
word
God.
spicy is my favorite little kid description because it applies to anything, like any flavor they don't like. Like I feel like I've heard some ketchup called spicy, and I think it all
Oh yeah.
means it's like flavor. It means it has a flavor.
It
Is
actually
usually
tastes
what
good. Yeah.
spicy means.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like I made uh pasta with vodka sauce and
Oh yeah.
chicken, and uh my wife put food coloring in it so the kids will actually eat it. So like the pasta turned blue, and I mean that was fine. I'm like, whatever, I'll eat it.
I
Just
don't
gonna
care.
it, man. It was definitely I mean, it was definitely a mind fuck. I could tell you that because you're
Yeah.
eating pasta and you're like,
This is
this is
not.
blue, but
Mm,
it's that. But then like I've just done the hack now. I'm like, I totally forgot. Kids didn't want to try it. They thought it was spicy.
mm-hmm.
The vodka sauce was spicy,
Yeah.
and so I just took it, put it under a strainer, rinsed it off, and gave it back to her. And she's like, "Oh, it's great." I'm like, "Yeah, it's same thing, baby. Like
Uh,
same exact thing."
It's so funny because like I always want to get on my kids for that also to be like, well, you literally ate this yesterday. Why don't you eat it today? And then catch myself doing similar things of like because I my kids will always be like, this shirt doesn't feel comfy today, and then I'll find like I'm the one who also does that. Like I'll put a shirt on, then I'll go change it. Like, where did you change shirts? And I'm like, that doesn't feel right. And then, but
Yep,
then
yeah, same.
when they do it, I'm like, how, come on, we need to get up, we need to get to the bus. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's fine if I do it, but
Yeah,
you're not allowed to.
it's always the worst time, especially when I mean, especially right now with because yeah, we just transitioned into kindergarten, which that
Yeah.
was a thing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure that out because yeah, so my wife works at a church daycare
Okay.
here in Hendersonville, and she has to be there. I mean, she's got her degree in social work and everything, but it's like the way I mean, I'm sure you guys are dealing with it too, but the cost
Uh-huh.
of
Yep.
daycare
Yep.
is
I'm a
insane.
stay-at-home parent
Okay,
because we looked at how much money I made in the cost of daycare and everything, and we're like, oh, this doesn't. We'll
like you're
just
losing money.
yeah. It's for the. I mean, if you factor in like dental and like health insurance, then like you make more than what your take home is.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
but after a while, I was like, okay, so realistically, how much if we break this up by week, how much money do you bring home a week? And it's like, it's not a lot. It's not a
no,
lot.
no, it's
So,
crazy.
so yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
and
so
yeah,
she works at the daycare, and we get daycare for like next to nothing, which is
yep,
awesome.
yep,
And now that one kid is out of daycare and in kindergarten, it's even cheaper.
yeah,
But yeah, so that's been a whole thing because she's got to get to school by 8, and then they got to get to daycare by I think 8:15, 8:30.
yeah,
So it's like it's a whole new thing just trying to figure that out.
yep.
I mean, and it's the same thing. It's like, oh, I don't like these shoes. I don't
I
care.
don't
Wear these
care.
shoes. We got to
I
go.
don't care.
Like
I need you
we
to.
need to
We
get you
need to
going.
go. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And the nice thing is, it's like literally it's across the street from our house,
Yeah,
um, which is awesome because it's like I walk her to school every morning, which is
that's
fun
really
because
cute.
get a little one-on-one time, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then of course it's like she trips and this happens, so we got to do that, and
Mm-hmm.
or she forgot this at home, so which is
Yep.
nice because it's like it's right across the street,
Yeah.
so I can run home, get her little binder for kindergarten or
Yeah.
whatever, and then go back. But yeah, it's been like a whole thing, like trying to get her there, and then now also come home and trying to get them in the car so they can go. It's like,
Yeah. Do you do mornings solo? Like, is your wife already headed out the door to get to work? So you're responsible for getting all three kids to their like school and pre-K and all that?
oh no, so she takes them with
Okay, good. But
to the
still,
daycare.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still a whole thing. I mean,
Yes.
because especially with the baby, like,
Yeah.
and of course it's usually like, oh, like especially the 2-year-old, she's like, oh, I gotta go potty. It's like, no, we gotta go.
Please don't.
We literally have to go. Like we'll change you at school. Like
That's
it's fine.
That's fine. Well, I'll put an extra pack of underwear in your backpack, so you'll be okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's obviously it's a team effort, and thankfully in my job these jobs I've had for the past years, I don't have to be anywhere at a certain time. I mean, I kind of work as my own boss, which is awesome.
Cool.
Because it's just as long as I get my stuff done, they don't care. I mean,
that's great.
Which is obviously as long as you do a good job at your job, you're free to kind of, especially in the food and beverage kind of world. I mean, nobody's really making decisions until like 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with anything in that world.
A little bit. I've was pretty good friends with Isaiah Kallman and Carl Meyer. Both are kind of run Black Abbey, or do run it, and the Stay Golden guys like Sean, Jamie, and
Stay Golden.
Yeah, it's coffee shop that was in like Berry Hill-ish area. And now it's going over to where Harding House used to be over in the Nation. So they're taking over that space.
Yeah.
And also where the space where Joyland is, like where WeWork is in East Nashville. They were originally the tenant in there. So random connections before Joyland.
Before Joyland?
Yeah.
Dude, Joyland, like I've become acquaintances with Sean, and dude, that Joyland place is like,
it's good.
and dude, I don't know if you've been there, but they've got an actual like a true Chicago dog. Like,
do they really? I haven't gotten there.
Yeah.
I only did their burgers, fries, and like a fried chicken sandwich.
Those crust burgers. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I mean, I could eat those every day if I needed to. But no, so he's got an actual Chicago dog.
Okay.
And it's actual. I mean,
it's legit.
Us from the Chicagoland area, if you don't have the particular type of hot dog, it's not the same. Because like, there's other places in town that they say they have a Chicago dog, and I'm like, it's not the same. Like, it's good, but you need that Vienna beef. It's the Vienna beef hot dog.
So you got to tell me. You got to tell me what makes a Chicago hot dog. We have to get you on the record right now, and this will be the point of contention on the episode for later. What makes a Chicago hot dog?
I mean, it's the hot dog. It's the actual hot dog, really. I mean, because obviously you got the sesame bun.
Sesame bun.
You got the pickled relish. You got the tomato. You got the pickle, mustard. I mean, no ketchup, obviously.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. Did you ever watch The Bear?
No, I haven't yet. I need to. It's on my mental list, but I've been trying to talk my wife into watching it. And realistically, with 3 kids, if we get it through an episode of something before one of us falls asleep by 9:30, it's impressive. So.
Yeah. We're currently watching. I don't know if you have HBO or not.
Yeah.
We're watching. We just finished watching Last of Us, which was great. I'm currently rewatching The Sopranos.
Nice.
Which is always a classic.
Yep.
But we're currently watching the season 2 of White Lotus.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's really good. I mean, was it Audrey Plaza?
Yeah, Aubrey Plaza. Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza. That's right.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big Parks and Rec fan.
Yeah, man. Yep.
And like when she's doing that, I was like, this is different.
Yeah, it's real cool.
Because like I'm used to her as that. Where I mean, it's a lot of actors like that too. Where it's like, you think there's somebody like when I'm a big Mark Wahlberg fan, and
nice.
He like when he was in Transformers, that first one that he was in, and he was like a nerdy guy, and like he got beat up. I was like, this is not Mark Wahlberg. This is Mark Wahlberg. This is Marky Mark.
You can't.
He's got to be. He's Mr. Boston, and he's got to beat you up.
No.
So yeah, he was like, But yeah,
Or
so yeah,
The Happening. Do you
what is
remember
it?
that M. Night Shyamalan movie? He was in The
Oh
Happening,
yeah,
in which he was like a nerdy school teacher, and he was just like, "What about the bumblebees, guys?" And I'm like, "Not the, already. This
no,
entire plot's
come on,
pretty
Mark,
bad, but this casting
come on,
especially
Mark.
does not work."
Yeah, yeah. Now I lost where we were going. We were
No,
doing
we're
something. We
talking.
kept
No, you're
going.
good. Here's the real dad parent question. How are you able to stay awake for a movie? Because I like no longer have the attention span to sit through a 2.5 hour movie because I'm not used to being able to sit still for 2.5 hours without there being something to respond to.
Oh, it is. I mean, that's we try and watch movies. I mean,
Yes.
we were actually with HBO. We got the trying to watch Horizon.
Okay. Yeah.
That
Is that Kevin Costner?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now that he's not part of Yellowstone or whatever, so now
Yeah.
he's making his own. But
Wait.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna try and watch that. But I looked at it; it's like 3 hours. I'm
I
like, I'm not.
don't.
We're
Mm-mm.
gonna watch this in like a total of 3 days.
Yep. If you're lucky.
Yeah, it'll probably be like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch part of it now.
Yeah.
We'll probably watch the other part next week.
Yep.
Um, oh yeah, no, I was going back food wise,
Yeah. Yeah.
hot
Hot
dogs.
dogs.
But yeah, the in the Bear, they were like, there's an episode where they were catering to like one of their cousins' birthday parties, like one of the kids, and um, like it was both the guys from the restaurant and one of the guys was like, hey, or one of the cousins came up and was like, hey, where's the ketchup for the hot dog? And the guy was like, you don't fucking put ketchup on hot dogs. And but then the one guy, Carmy, who was like the main role, Jeremy Allen,
Yeah.
he was just like, kids eat ketchup on hot dogs.
Yeah. They do.
It's like that's the only excuse.
It's
But so yeah,
it's hard not to put ketchup on a hot dog though, but also there aren't many scenarios in which I have a hot dog and there aren't at least like two or three kids nearby. So like I feel like ketchup is the ultimate like might as well condiment, you know?
yeah. Well, and I mean the ketchup. My daughter Emery, the oldest,
Yeah.
she's really gotten into ranch for some reason.
Oh, she's getting in touch with
And,
her Midwest roots. That's what it
yeah,
is.
I guess. Oh yeah, and she even because we ran out of ranch, so we had sour cream and actually the ranch seasoning
Yeah.
stuff. So we made our own, which she was really excited about doing, like mixing it all up and everything.
Yep.
Which as a dad, I mean, I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, it was like I like doing that with her, like making food with her and everything. And but yeah, no, but now it's like everything's like she dips her strawberries in ranch. She dips her
Oh
apples in
God.
ranch. I'm just like, what are you doing? It's
Please
so
don't.
gross.
I don't know what this flavor profile is, but no one approves of it.
No, I'm just like, what are you doing, dude? Like that's just well, like whatever. As long as you're eating too. I mean,
I never thought I would take that stance as a person, but yeah, whenever my daughter takes the mac and cheese and dips it in the ketchup and eats it, most of me goes, "Why in the world would you do this?" And then
so
the other part of
gross.
me goes, "But you are eating.
Yep, you're eating your
But you
food.
are
Yeah,
eating." So this
that's the biggest
that's
win as a
fine.
dad. I mean,
That's fine.
as like well, I was just like when I first starting to have kids, I was just like, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and then it's like, all right, yep, they can have their tablets.
Yep,
It's fine.
that's
I don't
fine.
care. Like
That's
as
fine.
long as they're quiet here and there.
Do you do? I do all the grocery shopping and cooking. What's your role with like the food cooking in your house?
Yeah, so I do usually. I mean, especially with work, um, and also my wife knows with the kids what they eat and everything. She does grocery shopping, and then I do all the cooking.
Cool.
Hey, I mean, I grew up like my mom, big cook. I mean, from big family. It was like 1 year. I mean, going all the way back when I was a kid, it's like making enough food for probably 40 people for
That's a lot.
Thanksgiving.
That's a
I mean,
lot. That's a
I don't know
lot.
if it was 40, but it was a lot of people.
If
I
you
mean,
had potentially 20 cousins and your mom had six siblings,
yeah,
I mean, that alone makes me think 40 to 50, even if
yeah,
people are out of town.
yeah. I would say about that. I mean, I might be exaggerating, but yeah, it was a lot of people for sure
Yeah.
because it's just like at least two turkeys, and then probably some because being Irish, I mean, always some lamb.
Oh, cool.
Which
Yeah.
I love me some lamb.
Cool.
Man. Um, But yeah, so I mean, cooking with her for sure, and then now trying to cook with my kids, it's great. I mean, she's always wanted to help,
Yeah.
which it's somewhat of a, as I'm sure you know, like
Yep.
you're like, okay, yeah, help, and then it's like, oh gosh, like this is a big mess, I got to clean all this up.
Yep.
Or, but yeah, I mean, she's gotten better over time, obviously.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect. So,
The Bluey episode of Omelet, in which they're trying to make an
oh my
omelet
gosh,
for Bandit's birthday. And
yeah,
I'm very much chilly in that scenario, in which like I'm like, nope, your dad's about to like eat his arm off. Let's just get the food on the plate and get out of here. And then watching your child be dejected because they just want to be part of the family and being like,
mm,
I can't do. I have to redo this. This will be fine. But
yeah,
I can't openly watch my daughter be sad in a corner because all she wants to do is help, and I'm telling her no.
yeah, no, oh yeah, I've had plenty of those moments, but
Yes.
as a, I wouldn't say a trained chef. I mean,
Experienced.
I went to a, so in high school, we had like an opportunity to go to like it was like a culinary school essentially,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like you go to this other school that has like technical, it's like a technical school.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like then you also still have like PE, English, and like so like in high school, like it was like my last semester of high school. Yeah, I went there, and yeah, you have like PE and I think English, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
When you go back, so it's like you don't have a full, as long as you had like enough credits to like graduate and everything, you you're able to do this. So that was a lot of fun. I mean, getting to learn how to actually do all this
Yeah.
cooking and everything.
Yeah.
And I thought I wanted to be in the restaurant world, and then I kind of dipped my toe in the restaurant world, and I was like, I'm good.
This is a bit much.
Yeah. I mean, more power to them. I mean, I've always thought about opening my own restaurant or
Mm-hmm.
brewery or distillery or something. And it's somewhat entrepreneur in my heart, where I
Yeah.
want to be my own boss, which uh, in my obviously current role and everything, and it's fun. Obviously, still have to answer to people, but you
Yeah.
gotta set your own schedule and
Yeah.
everything. And
You want some autonomy and some ability to decide what you
yeah,
do in your day to day life and get results, all that good stuff.
yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, kind of want something of my own,
Yeah.
and it's always be fun.
What job do you work currently, or what is your job at the moment?
So I currently work for it's Bayou City Hemp, based out of Houston, Texas. So
Mm-hmm.
we are a hemp or a hemp seltzer company,
Okay.
which I'm like the Delta 9
Yeah.
drinks. I'm sure you've seen them. I mean, you're in Colorado, so
Yeah, there's
you
a couple.
got dispensaries
There's some
everywhere.
options. There's some
Yeah,
options
yeah,
out here if one needs one.
yeah. So yeah, it's I've always been in the beverage world essentially. Like,
Cool.
I mean, going back. I mean, um, so grew up obviously Illinois. Ran track in college. Did the decathlon.
Mm.
If you're familiar with, I mean, we just watched the Olympics like a month
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
so I'm sure you know what the decathlon
That's
is.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah, so ran that. Was also going to school for fire science during that. Yeah,
Wait. Fire
yeah, yeah,
science? Is that the
yeah.
fancy word for like firework technician? Like, what is
No,
fire
no.
science?
No. Fire science. Yeah, you would think so if you didn't know what it was.
Because I don't.
No. Yeah. So to be a firefighter.
Cool.
Just for
Oh,
fun,
so you're
man?
here to put out the fires, not the science of
Yeah,
starting. Okay, that's a different
yeah,
take.
a little bit. So yeah, it was like that. So did a little bit of that. Moved down to um, Illinois, Illinois State, ISU. If
Yeah.
you're familiar with that area,
Yep.
moved down there because there was another program that I wanted to be part of, and just got to work. I mean, I was just working. I mean, I also had a very bad knee injury where they were doctors. I literally went to the same exact doctor as um, like that did the Bears and like
Okay.
the Bulls. Like he was like
Yeah.
the team doctor,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Man, I wish you would have tore your ACL. I would have figured that out." Just like,
Oh, no.
Thanks, doc. Thanks,
Appreciate it,
doc.
man.
Yeah. but yeah, so I went there, um, and then kind of that was my passion. I wanted to be a firefighter and
Mhm.
everything. My grandfather on my dad's side was a firefighter, and it was like, oh, I kind of want to do this. But then got to work. I mean, I just started making money and
Mhm.
kind of kind of fell in love with the whole money thing. Like making more money than going to school. I was like, man,
Yeah, it's real hard once like you have a bank account and you realize that you can continue to add money to that bank account to not find
oh yeah,
security in that and then be like, how much do you really care about this fire science stuff?
yeah, yeah, that for sure. So I was working at actually Sam's Club down there,
Mhm.
and literally worked my way up to be a essentially assistant manager, a team lead as they
Yeah.
call it. Um, and I was at that moment, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get a store one day.
Yeah.
Essentially, I was gonna work my way up, figure that out, and my best friend actually, who lives here and currently works at a brewery in town. He works at Bearded Iris, if you're
Oh,
familiar with them.
oh yeah.
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 So yeah, me and him actually, when I was working at Sam's and he was working, I think he was actually working at like a high school or something.
Mhm.
I think he was like, because they had like a lot of like transfer students. So he was like helping like foreign exchange student program.
Yeah.
So like, I can't remember the exact thing, but he'll be mad at me after he listens to this
Well,
because I forgot.
if he's a dad, we'll have him on just to correct your story
Yeah.
and and nothing
uh,
else.
but yeah, so like he was like, man, like I really want to get into this brewing thing. So
Yeah.
we both went in on a homebrew kit and started making beer.
Hmm.
Um, and it escalated pretty quick after that. So I was like, all right, like we're gonna make our own brewery. We're gonna open up our own brewery in Chicago.
Hmm.
At the time, I mean, we were like, yeah, let's do this. Learn as much as I can. So he went to go off, and he worked at a brewery in south of. So we like lived in Naperville.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with
Hmm.
Naperville, so he worked at a brewery, I think in Plainfield, Illinois, and then I went to go work for Budweiser distributor there.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's like, all right, hey, you learn all the brewing stuff, I'll figure out all the sales stuff,
That's
and
smart. Yeah.
then we'll figure out eventually we'll open up a brewery. And then obviously life happened.
Yep.
Well, one, while I was working at that distributor, I got in a car accident, bad enough that I was on like long-term disability.
Yeah.
So I couldn't lift. I couldn't drive for a while. Um, and then once I was able to start driving, but I still wasn't able to like technically lift more than like I literally couldn't lift more than like 25 pounds
Dude.
for a while. Because I mean, and especially like working in the beer business, you got to pick up cases,
Yeah.
kegs, and all this
No.
stuff. It's heavy.
Yeah.
So did a little traveling, uh, and I decided between three cities. I was like, I'm going to move to either Minneapolis,
Hmm.
Nashville, or Austin.
Yeah.
And because I had friends up in Minneapolis, I had so my dad's side actually lives in Dallas, and I'm a big like as a kid, my aunts and uncles in Texas, they would send me cowboy stuff because
Yeah.
back in the '90s,
Yeah. It's the
cowboys
Cowboys
were
in the '90s. Yeah.
cowboys were awesome.
And you had to follow
Um,
the Bears. So I mean, you
yeah.
probably.
So, but then my dad was like, no, 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 no more of this Dallas stuff. Like my son's gonna like the Bears.
Okay.
I'm doing the same thing here. I'm trying with my kids.
Yeah.
Like we live in Tennessee. I'm trying to get my kids into Texas. Like be hook 'em horns.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, but obviously her parents both graduated from Tennessee, so
Oh,
it's gonna
really?
be a little
Yeah.
tough to transition
Luckily,
those
they're
kids
both
over.
shades of orange, so you can
Yeah,
just, depending on
exactly.
who's in the room, say what color or how burnt the orange is, and you'll be
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, these kids. They're gonna like. I mean, they're gonna like the Bears. They're gonna like
Yep.
the. I mean, being and I'm sure you'll be the same thing. I mean, I'm here long enough. I fell in love with the Titans, and it was
Yeah.
back when they were going on those runs with Mariota
Mm-hmm.
in the AFC Championship and stuff, which was fun. But
Yep.
um, and so um, yeah,
So.
so family down there, and then my buddy who I went in with homebrewing and
Mhm.
everything, he actually met his wife at actually at a school in Tennessee called Lee University.
Okay. Yeah.
It's out in Cleveland,
Yes.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Um, but she's from here too. So it was like, okay, she was actually up there going to school at the time back in Chicago. And then they moved back here to Franklin actually. Um, and so then I was like, oh, well, I guess I want to decide between these three cities.
Mm-hmm.
And it just so happened that her dad had a job opportunity, and it was like, if you want this job, you can come here Monday. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm
Sure.
moving.
Sounds good. With your kids and being sports fans, I also have two girls and then a son.
Yeah.
And I am hopeful that my son cares about sports, which is something I never thought I would have a feeling about. My
Yeah.
oldest daughter will watch like Nashville SC games with me and will pay
Okay,
attention to
nice.
them, which is cool.
Yeah.
And loves like all gymnastics, all like the Summer Olympics she was really into.
Yeah.
But do you feel any of that also, like when you had a son and you're like, oh, cool, I'm going to force a lot of sports depression on you that
Oh, of
you're not
course.
ready for?
Oh, you're ready for, I mean, I'm a White Sox fan too,
Oh,
and
I'm
we are having a
sorry.
terrible, we're on pace to have like the worst year ever. So it's like,
I mean, like, so one of the best things about living in a town with an awful baseball team is that their tickets are really cheap. So, like,
yeah.
already this year living in Denver, I think we went and saw the Rockies play the Braves for all five of us was $100
Oh
because
my gosh.
because the Rockies are so bad.
I mean, those are cheap tickets. Gosh.
On a
Oh
Friday
man.
night. On a Friday night. This wasn't like
Wow. Oh,
not like a
Wednesday
Wednesday
during the day.
2 p.m. game. This was a Friday night 6 p.m.
Oh my
$20 per
gosh.
person ticket.
That's terrible. I mean, that's always fun though too.
It's
I mean,
good.
I definitely want to take the kids to the Sounds for sure
Yes.
one day, and eventually Titans game, and eventually when the Blackhawks play the Predators.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I definitely want to. I mean, I played hockey growing up. I mean, football, basketball, track, obviously hockey too. I mean, just I want them to get into it for sure.
Mhm.
I mean, because it's like I want to still. I mean, I know I'm not young anymore. I can tell you
Yeah.
that. I mean, I played hockey probably a few months ago, and I was just like, I was hurting for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, I definitely want. I mean, yeah, I want them to be involved in sports, and I
Mhm.
mean, my Blakely definitely the 2-year-old. She really wants to do soccer,
Cool.
but she's not. She's obviously not old enough yet to do that. But
Yeah.
she wants to do that, and yeah, same with them. I mean, playing football in high school and a little bit in college, I was just like, now with all, I mean, now with all the new technology and everything, it could be better. Obviously, by the time he starts playing
Sure. Yeah.
in whatever, like 16 years in high school. Jeez, that's crazy to think about. But yeah, I mean, like,
It's just basic math, but it gives you a slight panic attack. It's great.
it does. It really does. Like, oh my, when we dropped off Emory, or we went to like the registration orientation
Open
or
house,
whatever
all
for
that stuff.
yeah, and it was like, oh, here's the graduating class of this, and I was like, no,
No.
like
No.
I can't, like 20, I think she's 20, 30 something.
Yeah.
I was just like, no,
No.
it's not real.
No. But it is.
Because like it is, because it's just like, oh, that's like literally X amount of days or years away. It's crazy to think.
It's weird. Like, yeah, we had our third kid when we both were like 34-ish or so.
Yeah.
And part of that was like, we knew would probably be our last. And part of that was just math, where it's just like, okay, cool. When this kid turns 20, how old are you? Okay, let's see, 34 plus 20. Okay, I won't be 60 yet. For some reason, I'm okay with that. But the closer my kid's turning 20, I become 60. The more I'm like, what am I going to be like? I hope I'm able to like support like.
But yeah, so I don't know what he's going to play. I mean, if he wants to do that, it's great. If he wants to do something else,
yeah,
same thing. I mean, I mean, same, like obviously as a man, you always want to that whole masculinity thing is it's so crazy to think about. I mean, I think I remember you guys saying that on the podcast with Dan from the pharmacy.
Yeah.
So I'm just talking about like the whole like this is how I mean, when we grew up, like that was like how men were. It's
Yeah.
like go to work, come home, and you're like slightly angry. And you're like,
Basically, you take out all your stress on your children as opposed to actually processing your life.
yeah, literally not processing anything and
Pretty
no
much.
emotions. And yeah, obviously it's so much different now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like I cook.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I like it.
Yep.
Or I mean, yeah, like going all the way back to like the whole Mad Men thing. It's like that's not a real thing anymore. Like those guys.
Yep.
Like I'm a big Entourage fan too. Where
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
like I think Lloyd actually said something about it was like they're like, oh yeah, we're drinking at 12 o'clock. We're like Mad Men. It's like, yeah, in season 3 when they're all their like liver failure or
Everyone's
something.
leaving them. They've got psoriasis. Yeah, they've got all these
Yeah.
awful problems. No, I think it's I always view it as like the reality of part of like a culture is that you reward behavior. So that's basically what happens. And for most of our time of like men's existence, how you got rewarded was by working harder, making more money for your
Yeah.
family. And now like we're in scenarios in which like my wife makes a lot more money than I was ever able to. So then you have to stop and think to yourself like, okay, what's your role as a man and as a husband and as a father? But yeah, no, I think there's that reality that like a lot of us are still adapting to of how we were shown how to be a successful man, how to be a successful father has now shifted. So you actually have to define it for yourself. So
that's
working
definitely been
full
hard.
time? Is it doing this? Is it doing that? But like at the end of the day, does your family feel stable? Does it feel grounded? Do you feel like they're taken care of? If the answer is no, maybe you need to like, what are some definitions you should change within yourself so that you can then be that for your family, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the evolution of being a dad has totally changed. I mean, we got a podcast about it.
Exactly.
Like, there's somebody that told me to do this, and I was like, I just need to get like a tape recorder and just like when I go to the bathroom with my kids, like the toothbrush tastes like a toothbrush. I was like, yeah, that's true.
Of course it does. Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Our oldest daughter, for some reason, doesn't say the word camera. She says the word grammara and has forever. And I like it's one of those things where like I know the second she realizes that she's saying it wrong, she'll never say it again, but it's still like cute and like she's speaking in her own language. I feel like parenting has multiple moments like that where you're like, I don't know what word you meant to say, but what you said is how I will define this for the rest of my existence now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, the same with me. I mean, I used to call water chestnuts apples. So like we get stir fry. I was like, I don't want apples in my stir fry, Mom.
That's not what they are, but sure, here you go.
Or always going to Chili's when I was a kid, and I was just like, yeah, I want a taco hold the whipped cream
instead of sour cream.
I don't want whipped cream on my tacos. I don't want whipped cream on my tacos.
It's really cute to interpret your kids to strangers. I think it's a fun just to watch their face based on what they said, and you'd be like, no, this makes sense. Just give me a second.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Same with the 2-year-old. I mean, it's just like the things she says, and I'm just like, what? Yeah. And then I think I'm like, okay, yeah, like, still called bathing suits, baby soups, baby soup, like a baby soup, like a baby and a bowl of soup.
Yeah, of course. Now,
I'm glad you
didn't say a baby in a soup, but you said a baby with a bowl of soup.
Yes, baby with a bowl of soup. Yes. So baby soups. So yeah, we got a pool. We got like a above ground pool in the backyard, which the kids always love to do. Yeah, she's like, I gotta get my baby soup. Okay, yeah.
I think that's cute though.
That is cute. Yeah. Like we talked about, like trying to get your kids into the car seat real quick, or this or that. Like, it is always funny, just like thinking like we're always gonna be late. Like I'm fine with that now.
Yep.
We got a Christmas party we got a Christmas party to be at 7 o'clock. We'll be there at 7:30.
Yep, no matter what. When did you leave your house? I mean, I started getting them dressed at 5, but
Yeah,
somehow
yeah,
we still
exactly.
showed up 2 hours late. I don't know how
And
this
it's
works.
also a great excuse too, because you're just like, if you're just like, ah, yeah, we'll get there eventually. It's like,
Yeah,
okay. Oh
that's
yeah, the
fine.
kids. Yeah, it's the kids.
Oh,
The
it's the
kids who
kids'
are,
fault. It's good. Aren't your kids out of
yeah,
town?
yeah,
I was just worried about them. That's why I'm so
yeah.
late.
They FaceTime me, and I had to explain this.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
Was
I
it?
don't. I've had to travel for work a few times,
Mm,
and that has actually happened. They're like, cut, and my wife will do it. It's like, I gotta call daddy and ask him about this. It's like, why? Like, you don't need, like, it's not, I don't have like the nuclear codes or anything.
no.
Like,
It's so good because like you're trying to add context to something in which your own child can't explain context, but they're very
yeah.
excited to talk to you. So you want to respect that,
Mhm.
but also you're like, I actually want to give an answer here, but I don't have the ability to answer
I don't have,
anything
I have
at
no
all.
answer for you. Yeah. Um,
But your
yeah.
confidence that I will is really flattering.
Yeah. Because now the 2-year-old too, like that's one of her biggest things is she has a lot of questions,
Hmm.
but she's very blunt too. So like her
Which is
questions are,
hilarious.
it is funny coming out of a 2-year-old.
Yes.
Like her questions, like why, why is this that? And I'm just like, okay, then we'll
All
answer
right.
that. Like,
Here we go. Let's get
and
into it.
and then I'll answer it, and then she'll just be like, what? Just straight up, just like so loud. I'm like,
It's so
what?
good.
She's
It's
there's the volume knob is broken and it's stuck
yep.
on 10,
It's so
no
good
matter
because
what.
like I think I always whenever a kid asks me a question regardless of their age, I feel like I owe them a legitimate response. And I know and then sometimes I don't. But there are times whenever like if a kid's like, what's this mean? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna actually explain it to you. And then realize the second I said 2 words out of my mouth to respond to them, they've already walked out of the room.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, and that too, like trying to really explain, like
Why is the
my
sky blue?
oldest.
Well, hold on.
Yeah. My oldest, she asked me a question like yesterday, and I tried to like somewhat legitimately explain it.
Hmm.
And then she's like, well, what is that? And I was like, ask me in 3 years. Like, I was like, you'll probably learn this in like, it was something about like planets.
Hmm.
Yeah, she was asking about planets, and I was just like, ask me in like when you get to third grade. Like, I'm not
Yep.
going to explain why, like,
How does gravity
why
work?
why is it so hot? Like if that, because I think she started learning about planets on Spider-Man or something. Like it was like
Sure.
the kid amazing that kid show. I think they were
Spidey.
that's like Spidey and his amazing friends.
Spidey and his friends. Worst show ever.
And
But yes.
I think they went to the moon or something on one of the
Hmm.
episodes or something. And she's like, well, why can't they breathe out there? And I was like, well, there's no oxygen. She's like,
What's
well, what is that?
oxygen?
And it was just like, and you just go down a rabbit hole. And you're just like,
Can other
I'm,
planets have oxygen? Actually, no, because of the ecosystem. What's an ecosystem? It's why did I do this?
yeah. Why is that planet so close to the sun? Won't it burn? I'm like, yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
it
um,
will eventually,
sure,
but
probably. I love the your children asking you questions makes you constantly realize how much of a cynic you might be, and in what ways you need to have a little bit more hope in your day to day life.
oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, especially like yeah, with the kids learning different stuff. I mean, especially like at school, it's like, oh, so and so doesn't like me. How come she doesn't like me? Like,
Mhm.
well, maybe who knows what's going on,
Who
right?
knows?
Or she punched me or pushed me, and it's like as growing up in the Midwest, it's like, well, push them back, like. But
Basically.
no, at the same time, like, oh no, you got to do this. Tell the
Yep.
teachers, like,
Yep.
I mean, especially with the 2 kids. I mean, I'm sure your girls did that too, but
Yeah,
it's
of
like,
course.
she hit me.
And you're like, well,
Yeah, I mean, one of my buddies, he has boys, and like he has experience, but I'm just like, these girls, man, they are like so mean to each other
they can
sometimes.
be.
Like,
Yep. I'd rather you just
and
shove
it's
each
the
other.
same. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather you, yeah, do that instead of like, oh, she took my stuff. Like, so then her response was she pushed her.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
she took the Barbie, and now the other one pushed her to get the Barbie back, and now the one that took the Barbie away from her is crying, and it's
Yep.
like, well, you took the Barbie from her that
Yeah.
she was playing with, and now you're crying about it? Like,
It is the hardest thing for me to know how to say calmly whenever your kid punches someone and they're like, hey, you can't punch. And then they start crying and you're like, no, like you're the one who inflicted the pain. Like
yeah,
you can't, like,
yeah,
you're the aggressor in
you,
this scenario.
oh yeah. Yeah, we finally got through that little stage with our oldest that now she's actually saying sorry to
Mm-hmm.
people, which is great because
Yeah.
it's like she pushes her sister, say sorry, and then all of a sudden she's crying.
Yeah.
Then like you're not in trouble, but you are in trouble, but
You're
say
not,
all you have to do. And like the 2-year-old, she can care less. Like
no.
she'll run through a brick wall. She'll like I think today she was running outside, tripped on something, fell in the dirt, got up, and just kept going.
Yeah.
Let's turn. Like,
Yep.
but like, yeah, and then my oldest, she gets a leaf on her foot and she's like, oh, no. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, and so yeah, thankfully, yeah, she's starting to like say sorry to her little sister, like, oh, sorry, I pushed you. Sorry, I did this,
Yep. And like
which is great because yeah, before it was just like,
walks away.
oh, she would start crying because
Yeah.
she's like, oh, I in trouble. I'm like, well, yeah, but just all you have to do is say sorry,
Yeah.
and then you're not in trouble anymore.
Yep. And then you're trying to figure out how to communicate. Like you're not a bad kid. You just shoved your sister, and you shouldn't shove people. So like, don't go down some deep shame rabbit hole, 5-year-old. Like just know if you shove someone, there's consequences. You're not a bad
Oh my
kid.
gosh. Yeah. Some of the things that either of them say, like sometimes, just like, how do you think of that?
I don't know.
Like, where do you learn this
How did
stuff?
we
And
get
it's
here?
probably TV, probably
Probably,
TV,
or me. I'm not sure which one it is.
or me. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not perfect either.
No, not so much. Because you're a Bears fan. Anyway,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. Hey, it's our year.
it's your
I don't
year.
want to sound.
You
I
got
don't want
it.
to sound like a broken record like Cub fans used to be. I mean, it
Yeah.
was always. Oh, it's our year. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
But I don't think it's the Bears' year this year. But I think they're going to be pretty good in the next few years.
I think
'Cause I
you have legitimate reasons to have hope, and that's a rare thing to have.
it is. I mean, Caleb's good. I like Caleb.
Yeah.
DJ Moore's good. I mean, they've got a young defense still.
Yeah.
They got. I mean, I'm excited for it because they got Mr. Kevin Savage, Kevin Byard on their team now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was at Philly, and then the Bears, I think, traded for him.
Okay.
So now he's their starting safety, and I'm like, heck yeah, I know
this
exactly
guy.
how that guy plays.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think they're gonna be good.
I think so.
I'm excited for them.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, all the sports, man. I mean, but no, one of my first memories of sports, of me really remembering it, was actually uh, I'd have to look up the year, but it was the year the Bulls were playing the Jazz.
Okay.
It wasn't the shot that Michael made, but it was, I don't know, like game 1 or game 2, and they won, and I was like so excited that the Bulls won because my dad was a Bulls fan and everything, and I was like, they won, right? And he's like, no, they got to win like a few more games. So understanding like the bracket and
best
everything,
of 3,
like,
best of 5, all that stuff.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't get it. Like, what does that mean? Like,
Yeah.
they just won. He's like, well, no, they got to win another game, and then they get the championship.
Yep. It's always
But
fun.
That's been fun to kind of explain because my wife's not a huge sports fan. She is, but she's not.
I feel like when you're from a town like Chicago, sports fandom is like baked into your DNA. So it's not just like a casual thing. It's like, are you following the White Sox again? And you're like, yeah, I don't know why, but I still am.
So, I mean, it's like I got a buddy who's a Browns fan, and we're just like,
oh yeah,
same thing. I mean, the Browns, they might be good. You never know.
They made the playoffs last year. You know, that's better than a lot of teams.
But yeah, it is fun trying to explain like the Olympics to my kids and explain sports to the kids too. It's like, because and it's from somebody who grew up with sports and everything, and trying to literally just teach, because they got questions like we were watching the NBA finals. The kid, like my daughter was watching it and loved it. She's like, oh, that's awesome. Like, and she's like, which team are we rooting for?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I was really pulling for Minnesota because I really like Ant Edwards.
Yeah, how can you not? Yeah.
I mean, his kids gonna be great.
Yeah.
But at the end, I was like, okay, like let's root for Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Give Boston. I mean,
Yep.
Jason Tatum deserves it.
I personally would have loved to have known what the country would have done with a Pacers Timberwolves final, and just to see how they would have marketed it, how they would have tried to sell it, would have been fantastic.
Two small market teams. Dude, man, Halliburton is a beast.
He is.
I love that kid.
I hope he doesn't get injured. I think.
I hope he doesn't either.
I still think though that if Jalen Brunson doesn't break his hand in Game 7 in Madison Square Garden, I don't think the Pacers win that series. So
no.
Not a chance. But no,
man,
Halliburton's really fun. Yeah.
Brunson just took that over. I mean,
he's fine.
He should have won. He is. He's so good too. I mean,
yes.
I'm excited. Like as growing up in Chicago, obviously, and with everything, like watching the Bulls back then was great. Watching, having my heart ripped out in what was it, 08, 09
with Derrick Rose. Yeah.
That still hurts. Still hurts.
Yep.
And I think you sent me that too to remind me. I was like, yeah,
it's fine.
Still hurts.
It's fine.
It's like I would say like between Chicago, Philly, Boston, and New York. I mean, those are like the three major markets of like fans. And it is funny too because it's like all cold weather, like drinking and sports, and it kind of goes hand in hand.
It does.
It's because it's cold. I mean, it's miserable. What else are we supposed to do?
Drink.
Like, drink and watch football.
Exactly.
Or drink and watch basketball.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, trying to like teach the kids about sports.
Yeah, it is.
Because they have genuine questions, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to explain this to you as best I can.
Yeah, I've taken my oldest daughter to I took her to at least 2 or 3 Nashville SC games, and trying to explain offsides to a 6-year-old is confusing. It's also hard to explain it to a 35-year-old. And when you're like, no, it's the flow, it's the shape. And like, if people are here, it's bad. And if they're here, it's okay. Then you're like, this is really hard to explain in real time. I should have sat you down with a YouTube video before.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been so much easier.
It would have been.
It's same with like trying to explain hockey to my kids.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so hard. Same thing. I mean, obviously a little different than soccer, but it's like that's offsides.
It's offsides. Why? Well, there's a blue line, and you can't go past it.
Yeah, you can't go past that without.
But now you can.
And one quick funny story with like moved here, so met my wife on Tinder actually.
Nice.
I feel like that's the kind of the same thing. I mean, that's all going around. I mean, it's the way where I mean nobody meets that genuinely.
It's pretty hard too.
Like, yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, people are lazy. I mean, that's the end of the day. People are lazy. But no. So me and my wife, we got girlfriend obviously at the time, but we got tickets to want to go see the Blackhawks play the Predators.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually, me and one of my buddies, and it was her and I think one other person, but we almost got kicked out. If you've ever been to games like that in a true, I mean, I'll probably get heat for this, but like a true hockey city, like Chicago, Boston, Philly. I mean, people go to Preds games to have a good time. They don't go
it's
to watch.
Different.
I mean, there are
a
handful.
Yeah.
There are a handful of people that are true hockey fans, which I like to actually enjoy and talk to them about actual hockey, not like, oh yeah, this I had a good time there. We were at the game, and they've fixed it by now, but growing up, going to hockey games in Chicago, you do not stand when the puck is in play.
Yes. Yep.
That was not a rule at the Preds for like a few years.
Time.
It seemed like.
Yep.
Yeah. So working at a construction sales job, making like $15 an hour at the time or whatever. Got these tickets, and we got like the little last row kind of thing, like 300 level. And I saw somebody like they got up during the thing, and I was like, I mean, sit the fuck down. Like, puck is in play,
You
guys.
corrected him.
Yes, I'm like, sit down. And then like one of the ushers came up and was like, "You get a warning for that because of you like you cursed." And I was like, "It's a hockey game. Like
I thought,
that's all you. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to yell at the ref
yep,
from the 300 level
yeah,
that I could have made a better call than he did when he's literally on the ice and I'm in the 300 seats."
exactly.
Um, yeah, so I that was so we literally like I almost got kicked out just because of that. Because and one awesome thing after leaving the game, it's a big thing in Chicago. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's just a natural tradition. Um, it happened after I left a Bears game too, um, which the Bears were playing the Saints, I believe. But it was just a weird. It happens. It's a generic. It's a chant.
Yes.
Detroit sucks. So I was standing on Broadway, leaving the Blackhawks game. That they lost to the Preds, but me and a few like we got a big chant going of
Yeah.
Detroit sucks.
That's
And
awesome.
There's no Detroit fans anywhere to be seen, but it's just a calling card.
Just what you
Yeah.
do.
You leave a Blackhawks game, you leave a Bulls or a Bears game, and you're chanting Detroit sucks. Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah, sports, man.
Sports.
Man.
All right, I'll probably start.
Yeah.
I'll start wrapping the episode down, putting it to bed.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, get the kids to bed.
Exactly. Let them out of the basement.
We'll get a part 2 later.
Yeah, we will. Honestly, though, we could. We always end all of our episodes asking every guest the same 5 questions. You do have a chance to think about them. It's not rapid fire. So the first question is: Did you have any backup names for your kids? Like any names you almost named your kids?
So with my wife being a daycare teacher,
eliminates a lot of options.
Yeah, so it's like we would think like, I mean, not to offend anybody. It's like I was like, yeah, I really like Derek, and she's like, nope. There's this kid, this Derek kid, nope. Or with the girls, like Emily, nope, don't like that. Like there's this girl, like
there's too many Emilys these days.
So yeah, we figured out like after we had the girls, or we found out that there were girls, and obviously when found out he was a boy, we started thinking names like literally after we left. It's like, all right, let's start going through our list and everything. But the middle names all are, except for our son, but like the 2 girls, they have middle names dedicated to like older families. Like,
oh, really?
Her grandma, and then my mom, and I think her other grandma, I think it was. So, but yeah, I mean, with her being a teacher, no backup names.
Yep. That's fair. You more had a list of never names.
Yep. No, we're not naming our kids.
Never, ever. That's funny.
Yeah.
Next question. Do you have a favorite TV dad?
I mean, yeah. I would say there's 2.
Yeah, you can say both.
I mean, obviously Bandit.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It's too like he literally. I doubt they knew when they wrote the character of Bandit that they would be basically setting the standard for an entire generation of fatherhood too high.
Yeah. I mean, so then that, and then, I mean, I think Phil Dunphy from Modern Family.
Man. Yep.
Dude, same thing. I like, just like the dad jokes, the stupid magic, and like, it's like, it's between Bandit and Phil. I mean, that's it.
It has actually been really surprising that Phil Dunphy is a consistent answer, because I remember watching Modern Family, because that was like 2010, like most of the 10s was when it was on.
Yeah.
And I had I didn't become a dad until like 2016, and like I didn't think like, oh, that's a good example of a father. It's just like, oh, what a goofy character. And now going back and rewatching it, it's like, oh, this is like, he's a very genuine, sincere father who cares a ton about his kids, and is just a dork. He's such a dork.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, my kids, my oldest, she's already called me a dork once. And it's like, I think there was actually a time where she was like, "Don't embarrass me," and I was like, "Okay."
Okay. All right.
That's
Uh,
already an emotion you have,
y-
like
you're like,
as like
oh,
the inside out, like
yeah.
that you already had that
You
emotion
already have
already, that
embarrassment? Oh,
embarrassment.
good to know. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
those moments are
because
funny because you're almost like, oh, you thought I actually wasn't trying to embarrass you and I embarrassed you. Now watch what happens whenever I try.
when I actually tried to, yeah. But at the end of the day, you just want to get your kids to laugh. You just
A
want
little
them to be
bit,
happy.
yes.
I mean,
Yep.
try to do whatever to make them laugh. I mean,
Yep.
that's try and be a good dad and parent, but then also like
But also make them
we're
laugh.
also, I mean, to be fair, um, we're all dads are kids too. We're
Pretty
all just
much.
kids still.
Yep.
Moms are the parents. We're the kids. That's it.
Yep. In a lot of
And
cases.
we're yeah, exactly.
Next question. Do you have a least favorite kids show? Like or movie? Like whenever your kids go to put it on, you almost like leave the room because you can't stand it so much.
Man, I love movies.
Okay.
Like I and my wife, she hates rewatching movies.
Yeah.
But like because I know you got the thing going on Instagram, like your favorite movie
Favorite
quotes or
movie quote,
whatever.
yes.
And I was just like, there's so many. Like,
You can't choose one?
no, I can't. It just depends on what mood you're in. Like the town. Whose car are we taking? Like but like yeah, I love rewatching movies. Instead of like
Okay.
any Disney movie, I love like don't talk about Bruno. I mean that's a
Yep.
thing that always gets said in our house. Like
Yep. So your least favorite kids movie is none of them because you're just so excited to be able to watch
no,
a
I
movie.
mean like the show maybe like Peppa Pig. Like
Yeah.
not a big fan of Peppa Pig. But my 2-year-old, she loves it right now, and I'm just like, okay,
That's
well,
fine. You're more
if you
in
want to watch it,
the like resigned acceptance of like it makes you happy and that's all I'm really looking for today.
exactly. I don't have to watch it, but yeah, you, you can watch it. I'm not gonna
That's
watch
fine.
it.
Uh, Next question. What's your favorite kids toy or activity? Like whenever your kids do it, you actually enjoy doing it also.
I mean, they got these like kind of like connect blocks
Mm-hmm.
recently, which I like. My ADHD kind of goes in, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna build something like any kind of building thing, like those like the magnetic tiles too.
Yes,
Those
those are
things are
really
great.
fun. Yep.
Because it's just like, all right, let's see what I can build. Let's see
Yeah.
what my crazy brain can think of right
Yeah.
now. My least favorite, I don't know if that's a
You
question.
can do that too. You can do least
Um,
favorite toy.
as somebody who has carpet, I mean, I love the kids when they play with Play-Doh, but like the kinetic sand,
Oh, dude, it's the
if they're
worst.
not playing with it on that mat,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm throwing this stuff away.
Yeah. Yep. You've got like the
Because
hand
it just
back
gets
out and you've thrown away
everywhere.
half of it. Yep.
Oh my gosh. And it's everywhere.
It is.
Like,
It's impressive.
I just like I get it. Like it is fun to play with. Um, but it's just like, dude, like it's just like you just see like pink dust in the carpet. You're just like, oh
There it is.
gosh.
And you're like,
Or
I've
like
already vacuumed it like 3 times, but somehow it's still in there.
or I mean the Play-Doh is still fun to play with, but I'm like, put it away because
Mm-hmm.
it'll get hard and it'll stick to the carpet.
Yep. It will.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Dun, dun, dun. Moment of your kid's life you're most excited to be a part of. You can do a general one or you can be specific.
I mean, watching grow up, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just awesome. But I mean, maybe graduating, finding a job. I mean, it's crazy to think about. I mean, obviously, if they ever, whatever their passion is in the future, like what they do. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if he's gonna play sports, like him scoring a touchdown or something, or one of them's playing soccer or softball or something, it's like this. I mean, them truly having fun. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm excited about. I mean,
Cool.
but also as that parent too is right now, it's like, all right, like we're on a time schedule. My sister and my niece, so she's a sophomore in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and so last year, freshman year, she got on the varsity softball team, And I was like, oh man, she's good. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, where did that talent come from? Like, but yeah, it's just exciting to see
Yeah.
that stuff. I mean, because when she's told me, she's like, these tournaments, man, like it takes over your life. I don't know if your kids are into any of
Nope.
that
Trying
stuff
to
yet,
avoid that for as long as we can.
but yeah, it's just like 'cause we were trying to go on vacation with them, and she's like, oh no, we're gonna be at this tournament over here. It's
Yeah.
like, oh man,
Yep. It becomes your whole life, and I'm sure it's worth it, but I'm
yeah,
not in that world, and I'm okay with that.
yeah. But no, I think also I'm excited for my kids to grow up and because like now too, it's like because when you're a kid, you're like, oh my gosh, that guy's 4 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
It's so old, and now you're just like we're friends. Like it's just same kind of age and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for my kids to grow up and like be like part of the community of
Yeah.
be part of the family and not just kids. But at the same time, I don't want it to happen tomorrow. I want it to
Yeah.
be slow. And Blakely was like, yeah, I'm going to be in kindergarten too in a few years. And I'm like, shut up.
Come on, that
Nope,
can't be true.
don't do it.
It's a really fascinating balance of I like the independence that comes with older kids and their ability to know themselves and communicate it, but it also then
Yeah,
is a reminder of how your time with them to some extent isn't the same like runway that it was before.
yeah, yeah. Because I mean, like literally just trying to teach them how to open up a thing of Pop Tarts or
Uh-huh.
open up the pouch. It's like it is nice to like, oh hey, yeah, you can open it now
Yeah.
all by yourself.
Yeah.
That is always fun to see because the little things, man. And like uh, one of my buddies who like just had a kid, he's seen all of that. And actually, I ran into Dan
Yeah.
last week, and he's like same thing. He's like, I never would have thought like as a person that didn't have a kid, like oh yeah, like he's crawling or he's waving or he acknowledged his name,
Yeah.
like uh, like those moments, like those truly they hit the heart pretty hard. You're just like, oh man, that's awesome. Like,
It's true.
but I mean, you wouldn't know without having a kids. It's
No.
like
It's
because
because
you created that.
yeah, and you spend so much time like with your kid, and it's like the ability to interact. I mean, that's how most friendships feel like, is you have a conversation, and for like the first 2 years of your kid's life, they don't really have much. It's like body language is how you communicate, and so once they get to a
Yeah,
stage in which they actually comprehend stuff and respond, you're like, oh, this is a lot more fun. This is really
yeah,
cool.
yeah, exactly. I mean, trying to teach my oldest how to play video games,
Yeah,
like play on the PlayStation 5, like literally, like okay, hey, these are the buttons. This
yep.
is what you
Here's how you
do.
hold it. Yeah,
Yeah. So that's we got. I mean, of course, we got her the Bluey game for it,
yeah, of
and
course.
she's figuring it out, and it's super easy. It's
Yep.
like left and right, and this, and um, uh, gosh, not to keep going, but
There you
like
go.
we when my daughter found out that the Super Mario movie that was actually a video game, like she was like, "Oh, that was a game?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, like
it's my
I played
childhood.
that for hours
Yeah.
as kids."
Yep.
And she's like, "Oh, can we play it?" I was like, "Yeah, let's
Sure,
go.
that's
Like,
fine.
let's play."
I still have
Like,
never beaten a Mario game before. Like Super Mario,
what?
Nintendo 64. I've never been able to play through it all the way to get to Bowser and beat Bowser. Confession
Quitter.
right here. I know. I know. I
God,
mean, other. Uh,
it's like playing. Was it Knocked Out or whatever?
oh yeah,
The one with Mike
knockout like
Tyson in it.
the Mike Tyson knockout. Yeah.
Yeah, I still never beat Mike
Nope.
Tyson. But I mean, I think he was a cheat code. You couldn't beat him.
Up down left right. Up down left right. A B A B A B A B.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. Yeah, I mean, it's just so funny watching the kids realize that, like, even like Spider-Man, she's like, "Oh, that was a comic.
Yeah.
Like, can we get those?" I'm like, "Yeah.
Yeah. Let me look through them first.
Let
But
me
yeah.
let me ask Nina, my mom.
Yeah.
Be like, see what comics I still have. Like,
What's in the
we can
basement
read.
in a bin
Oh
deteriorating?
my gosh! But at the same time, I'm like, I have no more room for this stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sure your parents are like that
Yeah,
too.
they
Like
pretty
every
much
time
are.
they come over,
So you want to take
oh
this
hey,
with
I
you?
found this extra box.
Yep.
Nope,
No, no, you didn't. Put it back. It's here
Throw it
for
in
a
the
reason.
trash. Throw it in the trash.
But John, what's if we wanted to follow you more, do some self-promotion. You know what? Like if we want to, I know you work for a drink company. Like, where do we find you? If we want to follow you on Instagram, all that good stuff. Do some self-promotion, man.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'll do a little promo for myself.
Yes.
My Instagram. I have two Instagrams actually. So John Jaigelo, got that when Instagram first came out.
Yeah.
No other John Jaigelos. Which good. In college. So many stories. Sorry, but in college there was actually another John Jaigelo, and they were
really,
like, "Is it?" And I was like, "Yeah, John, like John, like not Jon, because run into other John Jaigelos with an N actually, but
seriously?
They had two L's with the last name.
That's so weird.
Long story for another time.
Yeah.
But and then she's like, "Oh no, are you John E. Jaigelo or John L. Jaigelo?" And I was like, "Who's John L. Jaigelo? Like, I want to meet him."
I have more questions about your question.
Yeah, and I was like, "No, I'm John E. Jaigelo." So,
okay.
That, and then I also have another one which I'll put on there, send to you. But it's "Hey, what are we doing?" on Instagram, and it started off like I started that Instagram way before it was another name. Came up with a few, but that's a big thing coming from the Midwest. It's like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, like when you're driving and somebody comes by, like literally without either cussing at them for
hey, what are we doing?
Or driving too slow. What are we doing?
What are we?
My wife catches me saying that too many times to the kids. Like, what are we doing, guys? Come on.
That's your replacement curse word. There we go. That's your replacement curse word phrase. What are we doing here?
Let's get this. Or the big one I always say to the kids, because I love. That's a good one I could put on the Instagram. Sorry.
You're good.
But the Marty McFly, the whole or not beef or Biff.
Biff, yeah.
Make like a tree and get out of here, butthead. And my kids are always like, "It's make like a tree and leave." It's like,
that's the joke.
That's the funny part.
I did the punchline in the set. Okay, I'm not going to explain joke setup to you guys.
That or let's get this road on the show instead of this show on the road. The kids always it's the Phil Dunphy in me.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's there.
Oh yeah, hey, you guys are eating bugs with eyeballs on it. Like, no, that's chicken with peas
with spaghetti.
Like, yeah. So I try to always do that, because the other way, just trying to get the kids to laugh and try to get them to eat. Big thing. Get them to eat, make them to laugh.
It might actually be that should probably be the tagline for this dad podcast, because that's usually what your time is spent. is doing one of those two things.
Try to get them to eat, trying to make them laugh, or get them to put their shoes on.
One of the two.
The arguments you have.
It's fantastic. It's so good.
The cojones on these kids, like,
it's impressive.
You guys are. I thought I was stubborn. Like,
nope.
You guys are another.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's one big thing with the 2-year-old too. It's like she is in. I do it.
Yep.
I do it.
It's not my favorite. I respect the phase, but it's not my favorite.
No. Because I'm like, we literally are gonna be late.
Yep. And
you want to put your shoes on, and they're on the wrong feet.
And also, we're not going to be late. We're going to be like legitimately late. It's not like the cute, okay, we have a family, we're late. It's like that we shouldn't have come. We've come so late.
Yep. Exactly. Or like class literally starts in like 2 minutes, so we need to get there.
Your school is currently calling me to wonder if you're sick or if you died. Can we please get out?
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah. Thankfully, we live really close to her school at least.
That's helpful.
But then the daycare is when you get there.
Yep. But John,
awesome.
Thank you so much, man. Thanks for hanging out for a bit.
Man.
Thanks for discussing random dad stuff and Chicago sports.
And I'm sure we can have a whole other podcast literally just talking about 90s sports.
Probably. And the greatness of Reggie Miller and Rick Smits on NBA Jam.
I mean, oh my gosh. I loved that game so much.
I was
so mad when Michael was never on there.
I know, he never was. That and NFL Blitz.
But the Reggie Miller, I mean, I don't know if this is going to be on that or the choke.
The choke. Yep, always and forever.
But yeah, just the shoulder shrug from Michael.
It's so good. But John, appreciate it, man. Could definitely talk for another hour or two.
Awesome. Yes.
Thanks so much for listening. Please make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at the Nashville Dads, and make sure to follow us on anywhere you find your podcast, and please give us a 5-star rating. And thank you to Matt Oakes for providing the music for the episode. Catch you next time.